Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. Got some cool stuff to show you, got a collection update to show you guys today. This is all stuff I just grabbed from Goodwill. Headed out to Goodwill, and I actually came back with a pretty decent haul. Very excited about everything I picked up, so let's get down to it. Let's take a look at what I got. So first thing here are two CD soundtracks. We have the soundtrack, this is really cool, to Happy Feet. Very, very cool. This is obviously a very music-oriented movie, so always fun to have a soundtrack to a movie that's really based around music. I always love picking those up, so very awesome. I still don't think this deserved to win Best Animated Movie of the Year. I think that should have gone to Monster House, in my opinion. That always drives me nuts, because this movie was good, but it wasn't, like, amazing. It's not the best anime movie I've ever seen in my life, but it was decent. So very, very cool. A lot of decent songs in here. Picked this up for 97 cents. Awesome find. And then I grabbed the soundtrack to Shakespeare in Love, which is a great, great movie. Really do enjoy this one as well. And, of course, the most beautiful woman in Hollywood is in it. So that's always a plus. But this was a really good movie as well. Let's see. Music by Stefan Warbeck. So very, very cool. Should be a great score. Definitely looking forward to listening to this one. And a good movie. I really need to rewatch this movie sometime in the near future, because I really enjoyed it when I first saw it. So very cool. All right, then for, I believe these were, I think these were $1 a piece. These were also 97 cents a piece. Picked up some VHS here, and surprisingly, my local Goodwill has been getting in a bunch of VHS, which is really, really cool, because my local Goodwill, just for whatever reason, used to carry a lot of VHS tapes. They used to have them for, well, I should say my local Goodwill. It's not the one in my town. It's the one in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, the one a few towns over. This place used to be awesome for VHS. They used to always have a ton of VHS tapes. They were 10 cents a piece. I used to go in there and find like really obscure, rare, like horror titles and stuff. I would come out of there with like the best deals on VHS, because most of the titles that I would really want on VHS, most people had no interest in, because first of all, nobody was really buying the VHS, because who besides me and a couple other people even cared about VHS these days? And the people who do care about VHS were like, oh, look at this. It's Jerry Maguire and Titanic. I want those. They're big movies. They didn't want the random obscure horror movie that they had never heard of, where I, of course, did. So I used to love it. But over the last few years, they just stopped carrying VHS. Every now and then I'd see one pop up here and there. I don't know what they do with them. I don't know if they're throwing them out or not. I'm not sure, but I can only imagine they're still getting them in. Every other Goodwill I go to usually has VHS tapes, so I can only imagine this one still gets them in. They're just probably chucking them, which is a shame. But they must have gotten in a huge box of them or something like that, because they actually put a bunch out on an end cap and everything. Very cool. I dug through them, found some awesome stuff. So the first thing I picked up here in glorious black and white was Rosemarie. Very awesome. And I'm going to try to remember. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was just this one. Yeah, I believe it was just this one. This has only been released to, I think it was DVD-R. This never got a proper DVD release. So very cool to have it on VHS. That is awesome. Looking forward to checking that out. And then, of course, I had to pick up Street Fight. Street Fight would probably be a much cooler movie. But Street Fight, this is awesome. This is done by Ralph Bashkin, the guy who, or Bashki. Am I saying that right? Bashki, right? He's the guy who did Fritz the Cat, or Lord of the Rings, Wizards, American Pop. I had all those movies I have. This one I did not have, so definitely wanted to pick this one up. I'm sure it's going to be fun, goofy, a little bit raunchy. I mean, just look at that. It's going to be very Fritz the Cat-like and be very raunchy, I'm sure, which is going to be fun. So definitely wanted to pick this one up. I've not seen it yet. Also, one of those really cool box arts that's sealed on all ends. I think that's always fun. So very awesome. Definitely looking forward to checking it out for $1. Awesome find. And then because I love him, had to pick up Howie Mandel. Hooray for Hollywood. Very cool. Look at that jacket. Dear Lord, Howie. Look, it's even got a Top Gun patch on it. Oh my God. Wow. That is absolutely insane. But I love it. So very, very cool. Definitely looking forward to checking this out. Love Howie Mandel. I was a big fan of Bobby's role as a little kid. So of course, as I grew up and started to, kind of really realize who Howie Mandel was, because of course, as a kid, Howie Mandel was simply just the dude who did the voice of Bobby and showed up on, Bobby's role at the end and stuff like that. Of course, growing up, I realized who he is and love the guy. So very, very cool. And because I love Discovery Channel documentaries, had to pick up Emperors of Antarctica. Very cool, from the Discovery Channel video library. But if it's got the Discovery Channel logo on it and it's a great documentary, I'm picking it up. So very cool. Looking forward to watching that. Oh boy. Then I picked up, and I had to grab these because they are what they are. They're all brand new factory sealed, actually, which is pretty cool. And I just picked up, I believe, a DVD of one of these at Big Lots, I think it was. So I came across a few of these on VHS. Again, brand new factory sealed for $1. I figured I'd pick them up. And those are The Greatest Adventures, Stories from the Bible. Now, again, I'm not a religious person. That's not my thing. But I don't have any problem with religious stories. I'm okay with that. I'm very open-minded. As I said many times before, as long as the religion, whatever religion it may be, is not being shoved down your throat, I'm in. I'm okay. I love biblical stories. I mean, stories from the Bible are actually really good stories and tend to make like good, fun movies. Again, as long as you're not too preachy, I'm in. And I don't know about these. I haven't watched them yet, but as you see, they are Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and that has me sold. I would probably not have picked the... Well, I should say probably. I definitely would not have picked these up if not for the Hanna-Barbera logo. But it's Hanna-Barbera animation. I'm in. I want to see what these are. I'm intrigued. I love Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And even if they're about the Bible, I'm still willing to check them out. So here we have The Miracle of Jesus, Joseph and His Brothers, and The Creation. Interesting. So there's Adam and Eve and the serpent and the apple tree, some lambs. Wow. Is that... I think there's dinosaurs in the background. I'm not joking. Those are dinosaurs. Okay, that should be interesting. I'm curious to see how they throw dinosaurs into the mix. We'll have to see. Oh, look. They're naked. As they would be. But still. Anyway, this should be fun. Looking forward to checking this out. Wow, look at like... Just the pictures on the back of these make me go, this is going to be crazy. Wow. That's awesome. All right, so looking forward to checking these out. Again, I don't know if they're going to be any good or not, but it is Hanna-Barbera animation, and I was sold. And all brand new factory sealed for $1. I picked them up. We'll check them out. And then also for $1, grab 2 more of these. I have a few of these. I have a few of these in my collection already, so grab 2 more, and that is the world's greatest train ride videos. Also brand new factory sealed. We have Scotland and Wales and Canada, or Canada, as some of you say. So very, very cool. I love trains. I'm a huge fan of trains, whether the model trains, or full-size trains, or scale trains. I don't care. I love trains. So very, very cool. These are going to be a fun watch. I've watched one of the other ones I have in my collection. It was great. And these, I'm sure, are going to be just as absolutely fantastic. Although, I like how it's just the same train used over and over again on each of the artwork covers. They didn't really get very creative with that, did they? They could have used a different train or something, but guess not. Anyway, very cool. Again, brand new factory sealed for $1. Had to grab these because I love train videos. All right, now on to some... actually, we have a UMD here. Grab this for... I paid $2 for this, and this is Big Daddy on UMD. Very cool. I did not have this one yet. I almost passed on it because I thought I had it, which is why I always say carry a list around of your movies. I have all my movies listed at cinemasickness.com, so I can pop on to cinemasickness.com, check out my collection. If I'm like, do I have this movie? I'm not really sure. I can pop on there, say yes or no. And I thought I had this. I picked it up and went, oh, cool, and put it back down, and then I kind of went, you know, do I have that? And I looked it up on cinemasickness.com, and I did not have this. So glad I double-checked. Very, very cool. That's awesome. You know what always bugged me about this cover art? It's like the kid, you know, they're not peeing. There's no pee. You ever notice that? They like Photoshop the pee out. That always really bugged me because it's not really funny otherwise. It just kind of looks like they're standing against the wall. I mean, if you've seen the movie, you know what they're doing, or even if you haven't seen the movie, you can kind of get an idea of what they're doing. But, you know, without like a, you know, wet dripping down the wall, it just kind of doesn't make it very funny. I think they should have done something different. The artwork should have been something different than 2 people basically standing against a wall not doing anything as what it looks like. But anyway, so very cool. $2 for this. Awesome. Love adding UMDs to the collection. Obviously, my favorite format to collect for now. And then 3, very cool, very interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. You know what? I accidentally threw something in here that I did not pick up from Goodwill. I'm going to save that till later. That's pretty cool. But, or should I just show it to you now? Screw it. I already talked about it. I'm going to show it to you guys at the end of the video. Oh, well. But anyway, 2 cool DVDs here I picked up from Goodwill. First one here being The Teen Idols, original 1950s and 1960s on-stage performances. That is cool. We have live performances from Frankie Avalon, Eddie Cochran, Bobby Rydell, Let's see, Paul Anka, very cool. Jimmy Rogers, Bobby Darin, what's he saying? Oh, Splish Splash, very cool. Bobby V, Ricky Nelson, that's awesome. Elvis Presley, so this is going to be a fun watch. Love all this music, so this is going to be really, really cool. Paid $2 for this, awesome. $197, very, very cool. And the same price for this is also, I think probably these came from the same person. Picked up the Supremes, Reflections, the definitive performances from 1964 to 1969. Yes, very, very, very cool. So Diana Ross and the Supremes. Look at all these awesome, like so many awesome live performances. That is so cool. Definitely looking forward to checking this out. I love this music. So like I said, these probably came from the same person, because what are the odds of just a Goodwill having these two random titles and not coming from the same person? I'm thinking they did, but whoever it was had very good taste. Shame they got rid of these, because these are awesome, but their loss is my gain. $2 for these a piece. Very cool. All right. Forget it. We're going to take a look at this. I did not grab this from Goodwill. This I picked up from Knoebels last weekend when I was there, and I completely forgot to show this to you guys. I meant to show this to you guys earlier, but I accidentally must have thrown it. I can't talk today. Must accidentally have thrown it into this pile, and it got mixed up with my Goodwill stuff. So whatever, we'll take a look at it. And I did watch this. This is Flying Turns, Resurrecting a Legend. Very cool. A documentary all about their new coaster. Well, their second to, not their newest coaster. They just built a new coaster this year. It's their almost new coaster. Second to last new coaster. Does that make any sense? I don't know what I'm looking for. But very cool. It's a really cool coaster. Now, I'm not going to get into this one too much, because I did watch it, and I will be reviewing it probably, I don't know, tomorrow, next day, something like that. Whenever I get around to reviewing these, we'll talk about it more then. But it's a really cool documentary. I had to pick it up. I paid $20 for this. So obviously more money than I would normally pay, but I'm okay with that. Things like this, I'll pay $2 for, because, you know, they are what they are. I'm going to find them someday used, something like that. But when it comes to something like this, I'm never going to find this used. When am I ever going to find this for $5? I'm going to say probably never. The odds of that are extremely slim. So I'm okay paying $20 for something like this, and I'm just not going to run out to a store and find for $5. So very, very cool. And we'll talk more about this, like I said, when I review it. All right, there you go. A little bit of a bonus title for you. All right, back to Goodwill. So I had to grab this. This is really cool. For $197, picked up this G-Tech sound bag. Brand new, factory sealed. Check this out. What this is for your MP3 players. You stick an MP3 player in here. It's got built-in speakers. You just plug it into speakers, and I guess there's a battery pack in here, probably. Yes, requires 2 AAA batteries. So there you go. You just put your, you know what? Let's get the ever lovely cinnamon out. Let's crack this open. I want to see what this is all about. Why I have you guys here. Let's check it out. If I can get it open. I hate these packaging. Oh my god. The worst part is the last thing I want to do is cut into myself, so I'm always trying to like cut into these without killing myself. Alright. There we go. That'll do. Oh wow, that's a huge waste of plastic down there. There's nothing even in there. All right, here it is. Look at the cool case. Awesome. So this unzips. It's even got a little D-clip to hang off your belt. And let's see what it looks like inside. Yeah, there you go. So I guess the speakers are in here. There's a place for the batteries right there, on-off switch. Plug that into your player, and you store your player right there, MP3 player right there. Now, why did I pick this up? I figured I would grab this for my N-Power Fusion and my Disney Mix Max. I almost forget the name of it. Figured I'd pick this up for those. That'd be really cool, because as you guys know, as you guys saw in my videos, they do not have built-in speakers. You have to use headphones. So I saw this. I thought, aha, perfect. I can actually probably store both my players in here. They're not very big players. Maybe not. I don't know. But if this works really well, I might actually go on like eBay or something and try to buy another one of these for my other players. So I'll have 2 for each player. I thought these would just be really cool to have for the players. I can store the player right in there, and then when I want to watch it, I can just plug this in, and I got a speaker. So I thought that'd be a really cool way to store it. Plus, I wanted to have something to store them, because I don't like the screens just being all unprotected. That's very scary for me. I don't want the screens to get all scratched up. I want to have them protected, and something like this, a hard case like this, would be pretty awesome. Plus, I get speakers as well. So for $2, I had to grab this. That'd be really, really cool. And like I said, if it works out well, I'm going to try to get probably, I'll probably have to get another one. The more I'm looking at this, I don't think both players are going to fit in there. We'll see, but I don't think they are. They're small players. I still don't think they're going to both fit in there, though. So I'll probably have to get another one of these. If it works well, I'll pick up another one. So very cool for $2. I thought that was pretty awesome and would solve my problem of not having a case for either of those players. That's absolutely awesome. So, all right, guys, there you go. That's it. So all this stuff I picked up from Goodwill, plus a bonus video right here that I accidentally threw into the pile. Whatever. I showed it to you guys. It was here. Cool documentary. So, all right, guys, there you go. That's it. So like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. All you have to do is click that little thumbs up tab down below. It takes 2 seconds. It means the absolute world to me. Also, if you are not already subbed, please do. I do a brand new daily Cygnus video every single day. Collection updates, reviews, cinema hunting videos, unboxings, looks into my collection, looks into my Cygnus for cinema on a daily basis. So please hit that subscribe button. You'll see a brand new video from me every single day. Also, if you're not already over at cinemacygnus.com, head over there, check it out. I post all these videos there, but I post so much more there as well. There's all kinds of stuff for you to check out over at cinemacygnus.com, more so than just these videos, including Team Cygnus. If you like my videos, just click on the Team Cygnus tab over there. Check out all the great videos from those guys and gals. And also, I'd like click on the merchandise tab where you can purchase yourself a Cinema Cygnus hat, t-shirt, button, satchel, hoodie, tank top, baby gear, kids gear, all kinds of awesome Cinema Cygnus merch for you to pick up. And also, I now have a new Patreon page. That's patreon.com/CinemaCygnus. You can find a link at cinemacygnus.com where you can make a pledge to donate so much, however, just as little as $1 a month towards these videos to make these videos bigger and better for me to provide you with more content. So I'd really appreciate your support there as well. Again, you can find a link over at cinemacygnus.com or just go to patreon.com/CinemaCygnus. So, all right, guys, but wait, we're not done yet. For those of you who stuck around to the end, as always, picked up a few CDs here for $1 a piece, actually 97 cents a piece. Let's check out what I got. So first thing I picked up here was Chicago's Greatest Hits. Very, very cool. That's awesome. Obviously, a boatload of their greatest hits. Very cool. Chicago, good band. Very, very cool. This is pretty awesome. This is Midnight Oil Sky... Oh, sorry. Midnight Oil Blue Sky... Mining? M-I-N-I-N-G. I've never heard of this album before. What's their most popular one? The one with what's this? Oh, geez, I'm forgetting like the name of the song now. Anyway, I'm completely drawing a blank. I have their very well-known album that has their hit song on it that everybody knows that is completely escaping my brain right now, which is going to drive me absolutely insane. And of course, as soon as I'm done shooting this video, I'm going to remember it. But I've never heard this album. I don't think I know any of the songs off here. I mean, maybe once I listen to it, I might go, oh, I know that song. But to the best of my knowledge, I don't know any of these songs. I don't know this album. But figure I'd pick it up. Midnight Oil, decent band. Then I grabbed some Black Eyed Peas, The End. Yeah, again, as I said before, Black Eyed Peas, I really like their early stuff. Once, like, Fergie came into the mix, I kind of stopped listening to them because I used to be a fan of them back in the day when, again, before they had Fergie. I remember they played at Warped Tour one year, and I was like, this band's awesome. Everybody was, like, booing them because they were, a hip-hop band at Warped Tour. Oh, no, which Warped Tour is like a punk rock like tour that goes around every year. There was a hip-hop band there. Black Eyed Peas were there. Everybody was freaking out. Like, what? You can't have a hip-hop band at a punk rock concert? Me, I'm in the crowd going, these guys are awesome. I love these guys. They're great. And I became a fan of them since then and bought like their albums and stuff, listened to them, loved them. And then Fergie came into the mix, and then they kind of like, it's like their sound changed a little bit. They went from like hip-hop to kind of like clubby hip-hop, if that makes any sense. And like, I don't mind them. I'm still okay with them, but I don't like them as much now. So, hey, for $1, I'll pick it up for $1, but wouldn't have paid much more for this one. And this I was really excited about. This, again, is a CD I used to have, but one of the ones I got rid of, so very cool to pick it back up, and that is The Futureheads. This is a great album. If you haven't heard The Futureheads, check them out. They are a fantastic band. I remember this is one I picked up randomly back in the day. I think I came across this at like a yard sale or something like that. When did this come out? Back in 2004. So yeah, it was probably around 2004, 2005. I found this randomly at like a yard sale or something like that. Picked it up, not knowing what it was. It was like $1. Figured I'd grab it, check it out, and fell in love with it. And used to listen to this album all the time. So very cool to have it back in my possession. That's awesome. So very, very cool. So all right, guys, that's it for real this time. That is it. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate all your guys' support, and I will see you tomorrow on tomorrow's Daily Sickness video. Have a great Tuesday, guys, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.